We have spent almost an hour inside my abandoned middle school, just exploring and messing around. But as we were leaving, we saw a police patrol vehicle pulling into the parking lot and realized someone or something had called the police. So this story time takes place back in my summer of freshman year. Me and my girl at the time were going through a exploring abandoned buildings phase. So me and her decided, why don't we go to our middle school? My old middle school was shut down after my 6th grade year, so it had been left alone for a couple of years now. So we had this bright idea of getting dropped off by mine or her parents near this park by the school to just hang out. And once they left, that's when we started making our way towards the middle school. We get to the middle school and nothing has really changed. They had some of the smaller buildings in the back removed, but the whole main building and gym were still there. So as we're approaching the middle school, we notice that all the doors are locked, but there's a gate on the right side of the building, and there's no lock on it. So we said, perfect, let's get in from here. So we head in from there, and we're heading inside of the school, and nothing too crazy is in there. We check all of our old classes, go into the cafeteria. Everything has been taken beside a couple chairs and desks. Nothing really was left. In the cafeteria on the outside, there's a restroom. So me and my girl head to the restroom and we're just taking photos, taking a couple selfies, nothing crazy. And we just think everything has been going good. So we felt like we've checked everything. We decide, all right, that's enough for us. Let's head out. So near this restroom, there's a gate on the left side of the building. As we're approaching the gate and I open it just a little bit, I notice right in front of me, up ahead of the parking lot, there's a patrol officer speaking to a couple of people that were just walking by. And when I saw that, I was like, oh no, we're screwed. So I quickly closed the gate and we're just chilling right there at the gate. They really can't see us at the gate that well. So I told my girl, there's cops. And she's panicking, thinking we're gonna get into huge trouble. And I'm trying to come up with a plan. My plan at the time was we're gonna run to the other side where we came in from because I had left my skateboard there at the entrance. But in the middle of us coming up with this plan, the cop must have seen us or something because he pulls up to the gate and starts rushing in. And this cop starts yelling at us, saying, "What are y'all doing? Y'all are not supposed to be here." And me and my girl just freeze. We couldn't move. We didn't move. We just stood there, and the cop makes us open the gate, puts me on one side and my girl on the other, and he calls for backup. And we're just standing there panicking, wondering what's going to happen to us. Are we going to jail? Are we going to get into huge trouble? Are we going to get some expensive fines? And the cop's asking us, what were y'all doing in here? Were y'all destroying the school, doing graffiti, anything like that? And I try explaining to him. I'm like, sir, we're not destroying or doing graffiti or anything like that at all. We were just exploring the building since it was abandoned a couple years back and we had gone here. We just wanted to relive our memories that we had here. Cop officer arrives and he questions my girl while I'm getting questioned by the first cop, and they're asking us questions, they search us and everything. They call our parents, and as we're waiting for our parents to arrive, they just start harassing me. At the time I was like 15 or 16 years old, and the first cop is saying to me, "What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be having a job like most kids your age are getting jobs right now, making money? But no, you're out here exploring abandoned buildings. For what? For no reason. Just 'cause y'all are bored. If you're that bored, you should get a job." And at the time I was like, "Yes, sir, I understand. Yes, sir." I was just nodding to everything he was saying to me. Low key, I was feeling harassed. And once my parents arrive and her parents arrive, they write down on the sticky pad a phone number and I believe his name or something. But basically, what they told us is this number is gonna call y'all for a court date. If it ends up being that, they'll call you to get that done. And at that point, I hadn't really dealt with the police too much, so I thought we were getting screwed. I thought we would have to go to court to explain to the judge that we wasn't doing anything crazy. I understand that we shouldn't have broken in, but we wasn't there to destroy anything. And after a couple days passed, I was done being grounded. I would sit by the phone waiting for it to ring, and those days turned into a couple of weeks. And after weeks and weeks go by, me and my girl and the end thing, they didn't even make a report about it. They just told us not to do it again and to find a job. So yeah, moral of the story, guys, don't be going into abandoned schools or any type of abandoned places without any permission, just because you never know if you ever trip an alarm or if somebody was watching us go in. Anyways, thank y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.